Okay, good night. And today I'm going to make my little presentation about the homework. And this homework is about some question. And the first question said, according to Piaget, how do you how do you young learners learn a language? And in this case, Piaget developed one theory. In this theory, it's about an stage of cognitive development. In this stage, it's about four stages. The stages are from 0 to 2 years old, and the other is 2 years old, from 2 years old and 7 years, and the 7 years to 12 years, and 12 years to adult stage. The first stage has the name sensorimotor, the second stage pre-operational, and the next one is concrete operational, and the last one formal operational. And we can see, and I'm going to show the picture that Piaget theories. Okay, Piaget said that the young learners learn a language between the interaction that they have with the social environment. And remember that from the moment we were born, we try to relate to our sunrise according to our age. For example, when the mom have your baby, and she tried to make a communication with the baby, say it, "Hi, my baby," and use a little voice to make a communication with the baby. And the second question is, what is the difference between tasks and activity? And my PPT, I make the question, task and activity are the same, but remember, can be can can be both can be the same meaning, but it's different. Why? Okay, I'm going to explain you. Okay, so what is the difference between task and activity? A task is something that needs to be done in order for a goal to be accomplished, while an activity is something that can be enjoyed for its own sake. Okay, what example of that? For example, the teacher said, Ryan say about the importance of the environment, or what is the difference of what is the difference between assessment and test. And the teacher want an essay about this, and the teacher it's going to say it, and this essay, it will be great. But an activity, we can say again about the topic that the teacher is teaching in the moment. For example, play hot potato, and the student have to say the vocabulary about that they are learning in this moment. And also, this question number 3 is, how would you describe young learners? Okay, in my opinion, young learners, they I can say it, are the dynamic. They always asking question about the topic or about other, because they are curious, and they want to know and increase their knowledge. In some cases, young learners can feel grateful to the teacher. Why? Because he thinks or she thinks, and my teacher have the patience with me. The teacher is so cute with me and teach me in a fun way. And I think so that my description about learners, for example, in this picture, you can see a happy girl in the classroom, and when the children or the young learner are happy is because they feel uh, how can I say it, they feel happy because they understand the topic. And the last question, the other question can be, what does adjective splash and teacher stand for? From I consider that word adjective splash it's a new word for me, and I'm not clear about this. For me, adjective splash can be, I don't know, that is have a relationship between some words with the water, and the t-shirt it's a type of diagram or graphic that can we use it to distinguish or say the difference between two things or two topics in different column. In one column we put one different, and the other column we put other difference. I think so, I don't know. And then the question number 5 is, how does primary school teacher describe his her young learner? And in my opinion, it's a question that we can answer with words. Why? For example, I'm a primary teacher, and I consider my students are very dynamic, curious, hyperactive, and competitive. Why? Because the early age, and there are some characteristics about these children or student, and they like talk a lot. They are very talkative. Also, okay. Also, we continue with the characteristics of young learner. In this case, I'm going to specify in teenagers, for example. They have also young learners have some the same characteristics, but in this case we can say energetic students, curious, spontaneous, creative, and the most common characteristic is, and they have, and they in a easy way they can distract. Why? Because for example, if they see a balloon outside of the classroom, or they see one people and he tried to know what happened outside. And also they are talkative and very social. And the last question is, what are the key elements to successful English teaching in the young learner classroom? The principal element to success English for me, and if we want to talk English, we have to improve our grammar, listen, vocabulary, reading, and speaking skill. Sorry, but we need to practice all of them, and also um, and also we have to know that that the classroom plays a fundamental fundamental role. Why? Okay. Remember, we have in this place a lot of time, and we students spend time learning in this place, and that is, and for me, I think so that the classroom must must contain colorful colorful material. For example, if we have to know one the meaning of one word, we can know what is the meaning of this word. We using the pictures, and in with this type of material, we can catch the attention of the student. And also remember, when we have a place very dark, very without colorful, the student can feel anxiety, stress. And also we have to promote the interaction between the students, because remember, when we are in the classroom, we also practice our speaking, our vocabulary. In some cases, if we don't have a good interaction, we can feel bad, because remember, there are some students that are shy, and they can feel anxiety and stress because they don't have interaction between the other student or with their classmate. And these are my opinion about the homework. Thank you so much for your attention.